Good afternoon. As the search for Rondell Reed continues, we have some significant developments and some significant evidence that we have recently confirmed. We know that on the early morning hours of Wednesday, October 26th, Rondell Reed was in the Sebastian area. Rondell Reed attempted to burglarize 3 automobiles in an effort to steal them. In doing so, injured himself, left blood evidence behind at the scene. As recently as an hour and a half ago, I have personally confirmed that the blood evidence is a DNA match of Rondell Reed that significantly enhances this investigation, significantly places him at a specific spot in Sebastian, which is in very, very close proximity to the 2004 Dodge pickup truck that was stolen. As you know, we did a grid search on Wednesday, and in that grid search, we found personal effects of Rondell Reed that essentially led us on the path north. We believe that after escaping, Rondell Reed was in the Gifford area and then followed the train tracks some 13 miles to the city of Sebastian. We also have solid information that we believe Rondell Reed, after attempting to break into a Dodge Caravan at Sebastian Auto, confined himself to an empty house. That empty house, I have photos for you, is located at 1601 US 1. We believe Rondell Reed hid out in this abandoned house adjacent to Clark Water for approximately 12 hours, waiting on the opportunity in the window for him to procure that 2004 Dodge pickup. Again, it's a significant event, this investigation, as the confirmation of DNA places Rondell Reed in the Sebastian area and places him in very, very close proximity to a stolen automobile that had the keys in it and was full of fuel. Our investigation continues with tremendous support, not only of our detectives at the Indian River County Sheriff's Office, but the U.S. Marshals Service. This canvassing of not only Florida, but the entire United States continues. It's a great day. We're making significant progress. Leads are continuing to come in. We have confirmed that his DNA has been found in Sebastian. We know we're on the right track. Our obvious goal, and will continue to be a goal, and we will not rest until this man, Rondell Reed, is back behind bars at the Indian River County Jail. 5'11", 180 pounds, white male, graying hair, brown eyes. Any questions?
Yeah, but are you surprised that he was still in town this long?
We had intelligence and physical evidence that led us to believe that he was heading north from the second day of the investigation.
How long do you think it took from the time he injured himself trying to break into one of those cars before you got before that attempted burglary was reported?
He hurt himself between the early morning hours of Wednesday, the 26th. We believe sometime after that Sebastian Auto had closed, there were 3 automobiles in the parking lot. He attempted to break into all 3 of them. We believe that the final one that he attempted to break into was a Dodge Caravan, breaking the side window, cutting presumably his hand, leaving blood evidence in that automobile. That automobile was processed. The DNA was obtained from that blood. We also believe that Rondell Reed was holed up in this house with a red roof. And as you can see right here, is Clark Water. We have evidence to believe that Rondell Reed was in this house for several hours, waiting on some type of automobile availability at Clark Water. Coincidentally, as you know, in that position, automobiles coming and going from the Clark Water was an excellent opportunity for him to find a car, or actually a 2004 Dodge pickup with the keys in it. We do know that the distance from Clark to where he broke his, or where he injured himself, is close proximity to the railroad tracks. It's about 1 mile. In fact, in this photo you can see Sebastian Auto, and right to the rear you see the train track. That is a 13-mile trek from there, essentially to the Gifford area, which we clearly believe, and we have evidence to confirm, that Rondell Reed traversed that train track all the way there. So with this information, we continue to focus on Rondell Reed. This is the best tip and best bit of information we've had yet. We are very, very comfortable in confirming that he is in that Dodge pickup truck, 2004 Dodge pickup truck, and now it's a matter of time until Rondell Reed is captured.
How far do you think he's gotten them? Getting any good area?
Our investigation covers the entire United States, not only Indian River County, but the entire United States. Rondell Reed is a well-traveled person. Rondell Reed has associates throughout the country.
Any indication that he may have changed his appearance again?
We have no indication of that now.
What time did Sebastian Auto report their burglary scene?
Sebastian Auto, upon opening their doors at 0700 or 7 a.m. Wednesday morning, is when they discovered the attempted auto theft of those 3 automobiles.
What personal effects did you find? You said you found some of his personal effects. Can you elaborate?
Along his route, we found personal effects that were in his possession while incarcerated. In other words, there were some documents that inmates are allowed to have, letters, correspondence, personal documents that we were able to find along the route, which led us in an orderly direction. Additionally, I'd like to extend a hand to the Indian River Crime Lab. The turnaround on the DNA was absolutely remarkable. Partnerships like that make working in the Treasure Coast credible. Generally speaking, DNA turnaround is 3 to 5 days. Our relationship allowed us to have this done in a matter of hours.
And his personal effects that you found, including some of the paperwork from the jail here, were they along the railroad tracks?
Yes.
Spent so many days really in this area. Do you have any indication that he's been in contact with anybody that's close to him to give him any assistance?
We don't have any information like that yet.
Is his sister still in River County?
That's the our knowledge yet.
As the days keep going by, is it harder or more difficult to say with any certainty that you're going to catch him, or does that help you get more help to catch him?
Absolutely. By sharing this evidence with you and getting the word out to the national news media, confirms for a fact that he was in the Sebastian area, which certainly is going to enhance this investigation. We have strong indicators of the direction. We have shared that with all of our external and internal resources. So we're very comfortable in knowing that Rondell Reed is on the road to being captured.
How far do you think he can go with that full tank of gas with that pickup truck?
I think he can go about 340 miles.
That'll put him about where?
Now, in fact, I have a map that outlines the potential, presuming this is an average speed of 70 miles per hour to the furthest extent in a 2004 Dodge Hemi pickup truck. Again, Rondell Reed, 5'11", 180 pounds, grayish hair, brown eyes, 52 years of age.
So that shows him going as far as
North Carolina?
Yep, Carolina.
Yeah, and you can have this, and I have some other photographs for you. I have another map that I will give each of you on the route that we know that he took upon escape from this county jail.
Are investigators still talking to Leviticus Taylor with regards to any conversations that he and Reed may have had?
Yes, as well as additional inmates.
Okay. Are they giving you any indication as to where Reed, if he were able to escape, he said he would go to the Bahamas or he would go to Michigan or?
We're looking into all of that. Now remember, inmates are criminals, inmates are liars. So you take what they tell you with a grain of salt. However, if there's substantial evidence that corroborates that, then some weight is given to us. But my philosophy is that inmates are all criminals and liars.
Do you believe the 2 escapees broke up immediately after getting out?
We know by our timeline that Levi Taylor had closer contact, if you will, in the community, and obviously with Levi's arrest, we know that we know of a pretty distinct time when they were separated.
So the break-in happened before they got in at 7 in the morning at Sebastian Auto, and then it's about a mile away from Clark Water and that vacant house. And did you find evidence that he was inside that vacant house?
Yes, we did.
Personal effects, or
We found evidence of someone being in that house. Coincidentally, the area of evidence located is on the north window. It could be south of the water supply company. So essentially, you can look out the bedroom window and see the water supply. That was less than 75 yards to the theft of the 04 pickup truck.
and that was in the afternoon?
Yes, sir.
And did you find blood in the house?
We found physical evidence in the house.
What kind of assistance are you guys getting from the Sebastian police? Since it sounds like the leads have all come from the city of Sebastian.
The City of Sebastian and the Inner River County Sheriff's Office relationship is outstanding. In fact, the coincidental of the auto theft, that information was shared with us, as well as the attempted auto thefts and the attempted criminal mischief of trying to break into those. Those three obviously were reported to the Sebastian Police Department, which ultimately led to our investigators looking into those aspects. And in fact, our investigators processed those three automobiles for evidence. And one of those failed automobile theft attempts is where the physical evidence was located, which resulted in the DNA match.
The keys in the vehicle. Do they leave the keys in the car overnight, or how long did he go inside, leave the keys in ignition, or how did that play
I
out?
remember the keys that were left in the vehicle were in the 2004 Dodge.
Correct, the one he's in.
It's my understanding that the owner simply pulled up the 2004 Dodge, got out of it, got into another vehicle to make a delivery. We presume that Rondell Reed observed him get out of this 2004 Dodge, get into a delivery truck. It should be noted that delivery was only 8 to 12 minutes, which gave Rondell Reed a window to exit the red roof house, so to speak, walk about 75 yards and get into an unattended vehicle and exit. Upon return of the delivery person, the 2004 Dodge truck was gone.
But he was watching.
We have indicators that he was.
So how long was the driver, the owner of that Dodge gone?
Not long, less than 15 minutes. And it is his practice that he would leave his automobile there with the keys in.
As you all go forward, do you have other pieces of evidence that you're currently processing now?
Yes. Yes.
Any evidence you can give us about that?
As you know, we had a very large grid search on Wednesday that not only yielded other physical evidence, but collaborated what we feel very comfortable with in Rondell Reed's route.
Any clothing?
I don't recall specific clothing.
That's missing from anybody or anything like
We
that?
have had some reports of that clothing missing, perhaps along that route. We're looking into that.
Anything that you might be able to describe so our viewers or readers might be on the lookout for a gentleman wearing, a guy wearing certain items or
No.
anything like that?
Not at this time, other than we feel very strongly that he is in a 2004 Dodge pickup. When you have that description, we'll be happy to provide you additional photos of that. We have another photo of the actual automobile, if that will help you. But we feel very, very comfortable that we're on the right track. This is a significant development. Now for a fact, we put him in close proximity to that automobile. We know where he was hiding out, so to speak. This is enormous, and the other leads that are going to come out of this particular analysis.
At the same time, though, it means that he's got a vehicle and could be long gone and tougher to find.
Could be, but we have the dragnet out, and we are looking for it.
Is the theft of the Dodge, is that the last known place you can pinpoint that Rondell Reed was? as far as gun safety?
So right now, that is the last one we can pinpoint. Remember, we have dozens of investigators working on this, not only with the marshals, but other state agencies, other federal agencies that are constantly retrieving, following up on leads, which is a pretty remarkable fashion. I appreciate your patience, but we will find Rondell Reed and we will be returning him to the Henry County Jail.
So I'm assuming the vehicle was stolen didn't have like love jack or
OnStar.
arms.
We're still examining all the components of that particular vehicle.
Did the guy give any reason as to why he left it, why he leaves the keys?
That's a standard, according to him, that's a standard practice.
Say it's an 8 to 12 minute window. Is it about 4:35 p.m.? Is that?
About 5 p.m. is when the owner declared his automobile stolen. And if you go there and you look at the red roof house and you see the proximity, I have some photos if you'd like to take a look at that. And it should be noted that that 13-mile trek primarily on the Ford East Coast Railroad tracks.
When did the bolo go out for that stolen vehicle?
That stolen vehicle, I believe, entered into the FCIC system at approximately 6:30 Wednesday evening, which obviously we're coming up on 48 hours of him having possession of that vehicle.
Do you have any reason to believe he was ever in the vehicle with Mr. Taylor and the woman?
We're still looking into that, but at this point we know that they were separated at a specific time.
But long after their escape, or?
Well, we know that Levi Taylor was apprehended that evening, and primarily our focus now is on where Rondell Reed is. And I know that information might be helpful, but whether they were together Monday evening is irregardless. Right now we're in pursuit of Rondell Reed.
The reason asking is if the women had anything you believe to do with Mr. Reed's escape in terms of providing him with some clothing, dropping him off, money, or is it possible that he was walking in his undershorts until he could find some clothing?
Right. We're still examining that and interviewing inmates, but we know with the physical evidence that we have that the positive DNA match where he was at a specific time and what he's up to now.
Okay, anything else?